Hello and good day. Presenting Motivational and Inspirational Quotes by my favorite pastor in the world, Joel Osteen. Here are now 10 more quotes, 761 through 770. Let's get started with number 761. You may be in the middle of a setback, in the middle of a silent season, in the middle of mourning. That is not the end. God has a flourishing finish for you. He hasn't brought you this far to leave you. Your greatest victories are not behind you, they're in front of you. 762. You can't let the outside pressures and other people squeeze you into becoming something that you're not. 763. Don't get upset. Just keep being your best each day. 764. Here's the key. You don't have to have a great gift for God to use you in a great way. 765. Get ready for the new things God has in store. Pastor Dutch Sheets told a story about a 40-year-old lady having open heart surgery. She had blockage in one of her arteries and had to have bypass surgery. Although this is a delicate procedure, it's considered a routine surgery and performed successfully more than 230,000 times every year. During the operation, the surgeon clamps off the main vein flowing to the heart and hooks it to a machine that pumps the blood and keeps the lungs working. The heart actually stops beating while the vein is being bypassed. When the procedure is over and the machine is removed, the warmth from the body's blood normally causes the heart to wake back up and start beating again. If that doesn't work, they have drugs that will wake up the heart. This lady was on the operating table and the bypass was finished, so they let her blood start flowing, but for some reason her heart did not start beating. They gave her the usual drugs with no success. She had no heartbeat. The surgeon massaged her heart with his hand to stimulate that muscle and get it beating again, but even that did not work. The surgeon was so frustrated, so troubled. It looked as if his patient was finished. After doing everything he could medically, he leaned over and whispered in her ear, "Mary, I've done everything I can do. Now I need you to tell your heart to beat again." He stepped back and heard bump, 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 bump. Her heart kicked in and started beating. Do you need to tell your heart to beat again? Maybe you've been through disappointments, and life didn't turn out like you had hoped. Now you're just sitting on the sideline. You've got to get your passion back. Get your fire back. Tell your heart to dream again. Tell your heart to love again. Tell your heart to laugh again. Tell your heart to believe again. 766. You have to walk by faith and not by sight. Keep expecting it. Keep talking like it's going to happen, acting like it's going to happen, thinking like it's going to happen. Your faith is going to take you where you couldn't go on your own. 767. It doesn't matter what it looks like in the natural. God is a supernatural God. He's not limited by your resources, by your environment, by your education, by your nationality. If you'll have a big vision, God will not only do what you're dreaming about, He will do more than you can ask or think. 768. Aren't you glad you didn't marry him? You'd be working at a gas station. No. If I would have married him, he'd be the mayor. 769. Faith is what causes God to move. Well, Joel, I'm 65 years old, and I've never had a 7th year. Are you releasing your faith? Are you thanking God that it's turning around? Are you declaring, "Where I am is not where I'm staying. This sickness is temporary. I'm coming out of debt. There are new levels in my future. I am free"? When you have this attitude of faith, speaking victory over your life, that's when the Creator of the universe will show up and do amazing things. Your faith can bring about your 7th year. 770. Before anyone could put a curse on you, God put a blessing on you.